always thought I might be bad. Now I'm sure that it's true, 'cause I think you're so good, and I'm nothing like you. Look at you go, I just adore you. I wish that I knew what makes you think I'm so special.
When you jettisoned the fuel and you ignited it, you knew that there was virtually no chance of it being seen, and yet you did it anyhow. And that would seem to me to be an act of desperation.
Quite correct, Captain.
Now, we all know, and I'm sure the doctor will agree with me, that desperation is a highly emotional state of mind. How does your well-known logic explain that?
Quite simply, Captain. I examined the problem from all angles, and it was plainly hopeless. Logic informed me that, under the circumstances, the only possible action would have to be one of desperation. Logical decision, logically arrived at.
I see. You mean you reasoned that it was time for an emotional outburst?
Well, I wouldn't put it in exactly those terms, Captain, but those are essentially the facts.
You're not going to admit that for the first time in your life, you committed a purely human, emotional act?
No, sir.
Mr. Spock, you're a stubborn man.
Yes, sir.
Could at least act like it was a hard decision.
I intend to assist in the effort to reestablish communication with Starfleet. However, if crew morale is better served by my roaming the halls weeping, I will gladly defer to your medical expertise. Excuse me.
It does something for you.
Yes, indeed it does, Captain. It makes me uncomfortable.
You want a command? You're gonna have to learn to keep your freaky to yourself. Even if that's painful.
I have been doing that all my life. And it is.
Not exactly a love song, Spock.
You misunderstand. It is true I chose not to feel anything upon realizing that my own life was ending. As Admiral Pike was dying, I joined with his consciousness and experienced what he felt at the moment of his passing. Anger, confusion, loneliness, fear. I had experienced those feelings before, multiplied exponentially on the day my planet was destroyed. Such a feeling is something I choose never to experience again. Nyota, you mistake my choice not to feel as a reflection of my not caring, while I assure you the truth is precisely the opposite.
Hey, why aren't koalas considered bears?
Because they're marsupials.
Because they're marsupials. No, it's because they don't have the right qualifications.
What I don't understand is how you were able to identify our counterparts so quickly.
It's far easier for you as civilized men to behave like barbarians than it was for them as barbarians to behave like civilized men. I assumed they returned to their enterprise at the same time you appeared here.
Have you ever considered that the Prime Directive is not only not ethical, but also illogical, and perhaps morally indefensible?
No, Spock, I have not. And for the sake of your own sanity, might I suggest you cease doing so immediately?
Feeling is not much to go on.
Sometimes a feeling, Mr. Spock, is all we humans have to go on.
Captain, you almost make me believe in luck.
Why, Mr. Spock? You almost make me believe in miracles.